Okay, so I thought it would be easier to do this or explain this with the manifold off. So, what you want to start with is what I started with is this. These two connectors here is going to be just on the throttle bot or the manifold, just like this, in here somewhere. And you want to just lift up on this back part and then pull up. So the same with this one. You want to lift up on this back part right here and then pull up. And then I took this screw out for this sensor, and then I just unplugged this when I left the sensor on right here. And then you want to take this out of the sensor here, the purge valve. And what else is connected? This would be connected in here. Obviously you just take that out. You want to take off the throttle body charge pipe, which would be located here. Take that entire thing off. So, and then the connector for the throttle body, it's going to be located here. You want to pull this red tab up, and then you just pull it out. Then the PCV hose, which is going to be connected here, you want to pull that out right there. And then this one here connected there with the sensor there, and then there's going to be a connector here that you're going to need to take out from the manifold. Oh, excuse me, actually this goes here. Okay, never mind. I don't think you have to worry about that. And then I took these out. That's connected on the spark plug, the coil boot. Took that one off. I took the one in there off. It just makes it so that this thing can lift up easier. And you got to take these little things off of the manifold as well. And then I think that's it. Oh, and this one too, obviously. It's connected right there. So, yeah. And this wire, this connector here, it's taken off. That goes straight into the purge valve. So, and then after that, the lock or the tightening sequence for this manifold, it's, let me come out more. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to come this way, 5, 6 on the edge, and then you want to come on this edge right here, 7 and 8. So I just loosened them this way. So that's the tightening sequence for them, and it's 89 inch-pounds to torque them down. So again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you tighten it in that order. And then we now have to get to the fuel rail. So let's see. So what you want to take off is the fuel rail to the fuel pump. So you're gonna have to take that one off, and you might have to, in order to get that, you might be able to get that off without taking out the blow off valve pipe that's here. There's a little, that pipe there is connected to it, and it goes all the way around here and into this pipe down here. But you might be able to get away without taking that thing out. If there's no space, it's a 17mm wrench. If there's no space to take that out, then just go ahead and take that blow off valve pipe out it's not too hard. It's just this thing here, loosen that up, and then loosen the one down here, and it should come out once you remove that screw that's in the middle. So let's see, and then I'm gonna take off this rail as well, and this one, or one of them, probably just this one. So let's see, and then there's a connector in here for this fuel rail right here that we'll need to unplug. And you can see the injector right there on the above it. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that right now. Let me move these out the way. So the order for this one is that middle bolt right there. It's 1, 2, and then 3. So that's the tightening sequence. So make sure when you put it back in, it's 1, 2, 3. Same goes for the other side. You want to start in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and then once that's done, I'm going to loosen it from that spot too. So in that order. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, so as I'm taking this fuel rail off, the bolts is a 10 millimeter. So you're gonna need a 10 millimeter socket. Also, be wary that some gas will come out, and I had to get a towel and let that seep a little bit so I don't get it all over the place. There is also a wire connected underneath here, sort of like how this is, but it's connected underneath. You can see right here and then right there. So you gotta get those out so you can pull this thing up. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, when you lift these fuel rails, make sure you're getting these out, the little orange rubber gaskets that's inside of there, because the new ones come with it right here. That's the new XDI injector right there. They come with everything it needs already, so you're gonna have to get all that out. Also, you will have to, this bracket here, this metal bracket that's sitting on top right here, you're gonna have to change those out. So here, I'll show you what I mean. Sorry, I don't have my GoPro right now, but this part here has to come off. This bracket sits on it like this. So just make sure when you got your new injectors to point it, orientate it in that correct position where the connector is right here, and then just put this on top of it. Goes on like that. Take the bottom piece off like that, and I just prop this fuel rail up so that way you can get to the hole right there. So because I couldn't get that wire that's sitting under it off without freaking bending it. So so I'm just gonna show you putting it in. Make sure you line it up. And once you got it in the hole, just orientate the connector as close to the motor as you can, right here, and then just push in. And you should feel it squish, and that way you know you got it all the way in. So I'm gonna do this other one right here, and then I'm gonna get to this other rail right there. This is what a complete plug should look like when it goes into the car. Bracket on the back, rubber boots and stuff on the front, or on the top. And then you want to obviously remove this yellow piece before you put it in. So okay, it's a little messy in here, but I got them all installed. Kind of hard to see, but let me see. I got them all installed in here. So I'm gonna start with this fuel rail, and I'm gonna just mount it back on, and I'll put this top one on the left side here and mount it on. Obviously put the connectors back in. Oh, yeah, put the connectors in first too. That'll make it easier to snap them boys back in. The connectors to the injectors. These things. Make sure you connect them first, then fuel rail on top. So I'm going to do that now.